Welcome, everyone. So this was a game played between Seattle and Washington in Washington on Saturday, and I expected this one to go a little differently. And Seattle has just been so up and down. They've they've had a number of games where they just have shot so poorly, just so poorly. It's they have a really good team, but they're just shooting really badly right now. The last game they played, they finally shot good. But now they're back to their same old thing again. I was hoping that for them that, the bad shooting was an anomaly, but it seems like the good one was. As of right now, I mean, you never know how the season's going to shape up in the end, but right now, boy, Seattle's just shooting bad for the most part. Other than NECA. NECA's got to be so frustrated. She's basically carrying them shooting percentage wise. She's the only one scoring. I mean, in this game, Erica Wheeler did okay, but Skylar and Gabby Williams and Ezzy, they're just not shooting very well. And it's not like the Mystics shot terrific either, but they shot better than the Storm did. So the Mystics end up getting the win, 69-58. I mean, you're shooting bad when you're only scoring 58 points. Just crazy. They started out good, 21-16. They were winning at the end of the first quarter, but that's about all it lasted. About midway through the second quarter, the Washington outscored them 24-14, and that was it. They outscored them 20-10. They're only scoring 10 points in the third quarter. They outscored them in the fourth 13-9, but I mean the Mystics could have, they should have scored some more there in the fourth, but they weren't necessarily hitting either. So anyway, Seattle is now 15-11. Washington is 12-12. Seattle was like in fourth place, solidly in fourth place. And now they are, the loss column. If you look at the loss column in the standings, there's a number of teams with 11, 12, and 13 losses. It's crazy. It's going to be really interesting. I think I said this in the last video that it's going to be really interesting to see what teams come out of that pack. And they're all having good games, then they all play bad. It's like Phoenix lost the other day, and then today they pulled it out. And it's like you never know. It'd be really hard to bet on. Unless you're betting on Minnesota. Although I think Minnesota had a tough game. I haven't looked at the final yet for that one today. But, I mean, the teams are tired. There's all sorts of things going on. You have people getting hurt, and it's just crazy. Anyway, Washington outscored them points in the paint, 42-30. And you have, like, Ezzy and you have NECA. They should have, I mean, Washington's very good down low. I mean, they have Shakira Austin. They have Iria Finn. They have Stephanie Dolson isn't really that much down low, but... and then you have Aaliyah Edwards, and, they have a big presence down low that they end up, I would bet if I looked at every game, they probably outscore most teams in the paint. Except for maybe, I don't know, New York and Atlanta or something like that. But I don't know. So turnovers were 15 for Seattle, 18 for Washington. That wasn't a deciding factor. It basically boils down to shooting percentage. Washington shot 43% and Seattle shot 32% again. Gabby Williams was 1 for 7. I don't know what's going on with her. She only scored 2 points. 1 for 7. She is such a good shooter. She's just not... I don't know. NECA, she did well, 42%, 6 for 14. She had 18 points. She had 5 rebounds. That's low for her. 3 assists. Ezzy had 8 points. And and only 3 rebounds. She was 4 for 8 from the floor, though. Erica Wheeler was 5 for 14, which is 35%, which isn't fantastic, but compared to the rest of the team, she had 12 points. Skylar, she was 2 for 10. She had 1, and 1 of those was a 3. So she got 1 hoop and a 3-pointer, and that's it. I don't know what's going on with them. 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. Other than the shooting percentage, she had a decent game. Tiffany Mitchell was 0 for 4. She had 2 points. She got them at the foul line. Dominique Lalonde was 3 for 4, but she only took 4 shots. 2 shots, 2 points at the foul line for 8 points. Alicia Clark was 0 for. She was 0 for 4. She's a good shooter. She played 13 minutes, so she had plenty of time to score. So I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully they'll figure it out. Lexi Brown, she was 1 for 2. She ended up having 3 points. And that pretty much sums up everything for Seattle. And then Washington, Citron played pretty well. She had 11 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, a turnover, steal, and 2 blocks for her. That's good. She shot 5 for 9, 55%. She didn't make a 3, though. But that's fine. Kiki Urifin, 7 points, 11 rebounds. She had 3 turnovers, which that's not great, but it didn't hurt them. Shakira Austin, who's been playing, for the most part, very well in just about every game she's played since she's come back from injury. 14 points, 11 rebounds. She had 3 turnovers, too. But 2 blocks and an assist. She shot 41%. Brittany Sykes, 11 points. She shot 38%. She was 5 for 13, which isn't fantastic. But, it was enough to get the win. Shug Sutton, 13 points. She did well. She was 5 for 9, 55%. And she made a 3. And she got a couple baskets at the foul line. Stephanie Dolson, 2 for 3. She doesn't shoot very much. She's mainly in there for just a deterrent at the rim and then a pick setter. She mainly sets really good picks. So she had 4 points. Jade Melbourne had 5. Lucy Olsen had a basket. She was 1 for 3. And Emily Inkster, she also scored, got a hoop. So they shot 42%, 43, almost 44%, but they were 23% from 3. 8 for 9 from the foul line. Rebounds, they out-rebounded Seattle 44-28. That's a big, huge difference. So you have shooting percentage and rebounds, got the win for the Mystics. So congratulations to the Mystics, and Seattle's got to figure some stuff out. I don't know, they got to get in the gym or something and start hitting their shots. Just hit their shots, and their record would be drastically different. So that's it for this one, and we'll see you next time.